I will come and bow down at your feet, Lord Jesus. In your presence there's fullness of joy. There is nothing, there is no one who compares with you. I take pleasure in worshiping you, Lord. There is nothing, there is no one who compares with you. I take pleasure in worshiping. I take pleasure in worshiping. Yeah, I take pleasure in worshiping you, Lord. There is nothing, there is no one who compares with you. I take pleasure in worshiping. I take pleasure in worshiping. I take pleasure in worshiping you, Lord. I take pleasure in worshiping. I take pleasure in worshiping. I take pleasure in worshiping you, Lord. I take pleasure in worshiping you, Lord. I take pleasure in worshiping you, Lord. I come to worship you. Oh Lord, I worship you. Almighty God, Lord, I long to honor you. Lord, I worship you, Almighty God. Lord, I lift my hands to worship you. Lord, I lift my eyes to worship you. Lord, I lift my hands to worship you. Jesus, you're worthy, Lord. Lord, I lift my hands to worship you. Lord, I lift my arms to worship you. Lord, I lift my arms to worship you. Oh, Jesus, you're worthy. Jesus, you're worthy, Lord. Jesus, you're worthy. Jesus, you're worthy, Lord. Jesus, you're worthy. Jesus, you're worthy, Lord. Lord, I come to honor you. Oh, I worship you, Almighty God, Lord, I come to honor you. Oh, I worship you, Almighty God. Oh, I lift my hands to worship you. Oh, I lift my arms to worship you. Lord, I lift my hands to worship you. Oh, Jesus, you're worthy. Lord, Jesus, you're worthy, Lord. Oh, Jesus, you're worthy. Jesus, you're worthy, Lord. Oh, Jesus, you're worthy. Jesus, you're worthy, Lord. Oh, Lord, I love to worship you. Oh, I worship you, Almighty God.